Hey you guys, and welcome back to another day in the life. We've got 7 kids over here at the Rod Squad. I love cooking from scratch, making my family healthy, nourishing meals. So I'm just gonna kind of take y'all along my day and show y'all kind of what all I do. Now I don't do all of these things every day, but here I was needing to make some chicken broth because if you saw my last day in the life video, you will know that I had made chicken drumsticks for dinner. So I'd saved all of those bones and was making a quick batch of chicken broth. You just let it go in the Instant Pot and you can do whatever you like. We decided to get outside and enjoy the beautiful weather. After spending some much needed time outside, I got back in the kitchen to make some chocolate granola. I've been making our own granola for going on 2 years now, and there's no going back because making it yourself, first of all, you can choose the optimal best ingredients. Second, you can add just tons of stuff to make it more nutrient dense.
Why is it chocolate separate now?
I do have to share my newest ingredient is adding some form of nut butter. I really like granola clusters, and I always have had a hard time kind of getting that to happen, but I've been adding the almond flour and nut butter, and it has been working out wonderfully. One of my tips, if you're wanting to cook from scratch but not be in the kitchen 24/7, is be efficient when you are in the kitchen and then use those items to make really simple meals, and don't be afraid to just eat some leftovers. Some child put little pieces of trash for every handlebar. I'm sure there's a purpose in their mind, but I don't know what it is. So the day was winding down and it was time to make some dinner. My absolute favorite thing to do with freshly made chicken broth is to just throw it directly into a huge pot of soup. It makes it easier because you don't have to worry about storing it. It also is a lot faster to bring this pot of soup up to boil because the broth is already hot. So I decided to make some type of Asian noodle type of soup. I really love finding creative ways to use turmeric in cooking. It is really great and anti-inflammatory, and it has a really great flavor, and it makes your food a beautiful yellow color. I also got to get those, cruciferous vegetables in there with the cabbage. And these are some staples that I like to keep on hand for any form of Asian dishes. And as you can see here, I had taken out some scraps in the morning to make chicken broth, but very quickly I am replenishing it to make some more in the future. And it might seem strange to put a little bit of coconut sugar in a savory dish, but I promise it really just helps enhance the flavor, and it's super yummy. I decided to get a batch of yogurt going here before church. I've got a video in detail showing you how to go about making your own homemade yogurt in an Instant Pot. So we did something. Oh my goodness. And I saw this and it legit works. You push this in with your 2 fingers and just break it apart. And then you can just chop it. And you don't waste any of it because it literally takes everything but the bell pepper, and then you can use the whole thing and not waste even a little bit. Yes, I just saw it the other day and I was like, this is for real? What? Because you see I don't know, life hacks, but then you do them in real life and you're like, oh, that doesn't work. But this does. Won't you call me when you get this? Yeah. what's cool is that these sardines, they say that they have 15% of your vitamin D and 1,700 milligrams of omega-3s. I like to eat my vitamins instead of pay for a bunch of vitamins. And I did learn the salt at Costco, it used to say Himalayan pink salt. Now it just says pink salt. So I looked into it, it's because most pink salt, so like this one says Himalayan, but it says most of it actually comes from Pakistan, and so it's actually misleading.
Yep, product of Pakistan. So it's not actually technically from the Himalayan mountains. A very small amount of it is actually from the Himalayan mountains. But I believe the pink salt, regardless, still has high mineral content, whether it's from the Himalayas or from Pakistan.
Well, as you can see, the kids are definitely having fun with the puppy, and they love to gather around anytime I'm pretty much making anything because everyone wants a little taste. I'm trying to eat some kind of fatty fish, whether it's sardines or salmon, is good if you can try to do it every week because you can get a natural source of omega-3s. I'm definitely not like against supplementing. We do take supplements, but I feel like it's still better to try to actively get it from your food instead of relying on supplements. I feel like a lot of times that's what we do is like we just like eat whatever and then we feel like we're safe because we're taking supplements. I feel like I would rather focus on the food first and eating the right foods first. And then if I feel like I still need to supplement, then doing that on top of like a good foundation of eating well to begin with. But I also like spending money when it's actually going to fill up our bellies versus spending money on a little pill that gives you the same nutrients as a can of sardines but doesn't feed you less. Apple, apple, apple. You ready? Micah, ready? Ready? Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to stir it all around. Then we're going to add in some extra virgin olive oil. It's really good for like cold dishes if you're not heating up. You would like an apple. Next we're going to do some lemon juice, Micah. Look, say sour. Sour. Mommy doesn't measure. I just go for it. And definitely some salt. And this is the best part. It is citrusy garlic seasoning blend from Trader Joe's. It's not pica, and this is really what makes it so delicious. I put a lot of it in there. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. It just makes this so fresh and delicious. It's the best. Just Aaliyah, baby girl, you are licking salt. Okay.
Is it time?
Yeah, let's try it out. Let's get it cracker.
Best part of eating.
Oh, that's a lot, Mamie.
Best part of making tuna.
All right. Please.
I want some.
Oh my. Micah ate one of my apples. Thank you, babe. I'm making cinnamon apples. Yum, yum, yum. Did you know Gigi used to make me cinnamon apples, Aaliyah? Because apples get brown. And I would never eat them in my school lunch. Yeah. So she put lemon juice and a little bit of cinnamon and sugar. And it helps them be so sweet and yummy. And the cinnamon's already brown. So if your apple's brown a little bit, it's not a big deal. That Gigi, she was a smart one. Mama's got some coconut sugar. Oh, you do. You have it all the time. Cinnamon. I really like this with like a tart apple. I think these are Honey Crisp, maybe. Maybe with a green apple would be really good. Oh no. And then somewhere I have the lid. I shake it all around. I need the lid so I can shake it. And they'll be good to go. Shake it. Shake it. Don't break it. Took your mama 9 months to make it. That's how it goes. I do like to try to do at least 2 days at a time. Now, the nice thing is that I have 2 refrigerators, which is the only reason I have space for these, but it just prefer to not make a lunch every single night and at least only have to do it twice a week. I actually strained the yogurt this time. I've never done that before. You don't have to. I have a lot of whey I'm not sure what to do with. Then Guillermo and I wanted some late night salsa, so I love this little garlic peeler, made a quick batch of salsa. Then I woke up the next morning, served a simple breakfast. I had mixed in some frozen fruit with the yogurt I had made and topped it with the homemade granola I made the day before. Then we headed to school, ate our school lunches, and had a great day. I hope you do too. God bless.